I will discuss one method, that is the simplex method. It is an alternative method for solving LPP. Simplex method is an alternative method for solving LPP in finite number of steps. It moves from one vertex of the region of a feasible solution to another in such a manner that value of objective function at the succeeding vertex as the case may than the previous. That means it is a alternative method for solving LPP. LPP solve करबा पाई ये गुटे alternative method. Graphical method को छाड़ के गुटे नहीं. ये finite number of steps है sorry. It moves from one vertex of the region of feasible solution to another in such a manner. गुटे पर गुटे एमती चले ताकि the objective function at the succeeding vertex may be and previous vertex, it gives the value which is a solution of feasibility. Now, steps or algorithm of a simplex method means how to find out the solution by using simplex method. Simplex algorithm or simplex method steps. Check whether first step, check whether the objective function of the given LPP is to be maximized or not. Objective function जहाँ देइछि से maximize कि minimize first हमको check करिवार अछि. If minimize, then convert to maximize. यदि minimize, then first convert to maximize by multiplying minus 1. That means if you minimize of z is given, you make it minus max minus z. Then step 2. Now step 2, check whether all the Bi's are positive or not. If any one of the B is not positive, that means negative, then multiply by minus 1 both the side in the inequation to get all Bi to be positive. That means हमें प्रथमे चेक करिया Bi गुड़िक पॉजिटिव कि नेगेटिव. जदि पॉजिटिव ताने किछि करिवार, जदि नेगेटिव हमें त पॉजिटिव बनेवार अछि. केमति बोथ साइड इन इक्वेशन बा कांस्टेंट रे नेगेटिव -1 मल्टीप्लाई. Now comes to step 3. Write problems in standard form by introducing slack or surplus variable to convert the inequation or inequality into equation. हमको कौन करिया पड़ो कि स्लैक वेरिएबल और सरप्लस वेरिएबल यूज करी इनइक्वेशन गुडी को इक्वेशन रे परिणत करिया पड़े. तापरे हमें step 4 को. Now comes to step 4. Step 4. To obtain an initial basic feasible solution to the problem in form of xb is equal to b inverse b and put it in the first column of the simplex table. Simplex table of first column रे put करिए. Now take it simplex table. Simplex table BV as basic variable S1, S2, CB, CB1, CB2, XB, B1, B2, X1, X2, X3, X4, S1, S2, Sn, slack variable. Cj, that is cost variable. C1, C2, C3, C4, that is all lines of the different function. Minimum ratio or minimum ratio, that is XBI by XBI. Z is equal to CGXB delta j is equal to zj minus cj. Now delta 1, delta 2, delta 3, delta 4, delta 5, delta n. So similarly, we can proceed simplex table as much as possible till feasible solution will not come. Feasible solution যেপর্যন্ত ন আসি সে পর্যন্ত ଆମେ କରିଚାଲିବା. Now step 5, that is the next procedure or next concept will. Now step 5, compute the net evaluation delta j is equal to zj minus cj, which is equal to cb into aj minus. Now examine if zj minus cj is greater than equal to 0, then initial basic feasible solution IBSS will get. SB is an optimum basic feasible. If at least one of zj minus cj is less than 0, then proceed to the next step as the solution is not come. ଯେତେବେଳେ zj minus cj greater than equal to 0 ହେଇଯିବ ସେତେବେଳେ initial basic feasible solution. ଯେତେବେଳେ zj minus cj କୌଣସି ବି ଗୋଟିଏ less than 0 ମାନେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ delta 1, delta 2, delta 3, delta 4, anyone is negative, then proceed to that. Now step 6. To find the entering element, we have to choose the most negative delta j, that is equal to zj minus cj. हमें प्रथमे entering element বা variable बाहर करिया जदि चाहिबा सेतेबेले हमको most negative delta j बाहर करिया को पड़े. If there are more than one variable having the same most negative value, समान most negative value जदि आसी जाए, then any one of the variables can be selected. As entering of all xi is less than equal to 0, where I is equal to 1, 2, 3 dot. Then there is an unbounded solution if at least one xi is greater than 0. xi जदि गोटे भी greater than 0 थाए सेतेबेले unbounded solution. Then the corresponding xr enters the basis. से समय corresponding xr से basis को पहुंचे. Now to find the living variables in step 7, to compute the minimum ratio. To compute the minimum ratio, that is xbi by xkr. xbi by xkr. To find minimum ratio xbi by xkr, where skr is greater than 0. Then choose the variable sk to be the leave the basis. Then choose the sk to leave the basis. So it is called key rule. और pivot rule, key rule और pivot rule. Then choose the sk to be leave the basis, and it is called key row or pivot row. Pivot row. and the element at the intersection of a living variable row and entering column row. Column is called the key or pivotal element. This is living, this is entering. This element is called pivotal element or key element. Now step 8. Step 8. Form a new basis by dropping the living variable and introducing the entering variable. Convert the living element to unit by dividing key equation by key element and all the other elements in its column to 0 by form. That means new element is equal to old element minus element in a key row and elements in a key column into divided by pivot element of key. Next, go to step 5 and repeat the procedure until either an optimum solution is obtained or there is an indication of unbounded. So, যেপর্যন্ত অপটিমাম সলিউশন ন বাহারিছি সে পর্যন্ত আমি স্টেপ 5 को যাই পুଣି রিপিট প্রসিডিউর. So this is the steps or algorithm of simplex method. So now we'll discuss an example by using simplex method. Simplex method. That is question given max z is equal to 3x plus 1 plus or 2x2 subject to the constant x1 plus x2 is less than equal to 4, x1 minus x2 is less than equal to 2 and x1 and x2 is greater than equal to 0. By adding slack variable and surplus variable we can redefine. By introducing the slack variables S1 and S2 convert the problem in standard form. First हमको कौन करिया पड़िबो ना less than equal to थिबारु एटा less than equal to सेति पे हम slack variable introduce करले. Greater than equal to थिले surplus variable introduce करा जाय. It is less than equal to बा less than थिले कौन होबो ना slack variable प्रथमे introduce करले. नेक्स्ट तापर इंट्रोड्यूस कला परे कन्वर्ट हे जिवो प्रॉब्लम ता गोटे स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म रे कन्वर्ट हे जिवो प्रॉब्लम जेते बले स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म रे कन्वर्ट हे जिवो कोन हे जिवो ना here given max z is equal to 3x1 plus 2x2 plus 0 into slack variable 1, 0 into slack variable 2, subject to the constant x1 plus x2 plus 1 into slack variable 1, 0 into slack variable is equal to 4 and x1 minus x2 plus 0 into slack variable 1 and 1 into slack variable 2 is equal to 2. Now x1 x2 and slack 1 slack 2 is greater than equal to 0. The question thila max z is equal to 3x1 plus 2x. Max z is equal to 3x1 plus 2x2 plus 0 slack variable 1, 0 slack variable. Then slack variable coefficient is 0, slack variable coefficient is 0. I mean, बर्तन constant change हो जाउची. That means constant will change like x1 plus x2. I mean, introduce कले slack variable. ताको extend first रे introduce कला गोटे slack variable. Second रे introduce कला आ गोटे slack. So first रे जो introduce कला 1 into slack variable 1. Second रे introduce कला 1 into slack variable 2. You know কোএফিসিয়েন্টটা স্ল্যাক ভ্যারিয়েবল 20 প্লাস 0 s2 লিখলে এটি লিখলে কোএফিসিয়েন্টটা 0 s1 লিখলে কেন 1 0 0 1 ফর্মাট আইডেন্টিটি ফরম্যাটরে যে রহিব that equal to 4 that equal to 2 now and x1 and x2 and s1 and s2 is greater than equal to 0. Now come to here the matrix form basis matrix will come. Basis matrix or matrix form we can write just like what ax is equal to b means here 1 1 1 0 1 minus 1 and 0 1 into x 1 x1 x2 now x1 x2 x2 s1 s2 it is equal to 4 2. That means here a is equal to this, b is equal to this, and x is equal to this. Here we are a is equal to that is a 1 1 1 0 1 minus 1 0 1 and b is equal to 4 2 and x is equal to x1 x2 s1 s2 so that here that the form comes as a into x is equal to b ax is equal to b form will come. Now here that comes ax is equal to b that is the form of matrix. So now xb is equal to b inverse b where b is equal to identity basis identity matrix that is 1 0 0 1 এটা basis matrix বলি কুহাযায় তো identity matrix বলি কুহাযায়. So xb is equal to now that is s1 and s2 that two basis matrix that is the s1 s2 are slack variables. Here delta j is equal to zj minus cj and delta j if all delta j is greater than equal to 0 then we get the optimal solution. Now here zb is equal to cbxb zb is equal to cbxb so that in table that is equal to now in simplex table we can find out the simplex table. The simplex table tells that is the BVS CB XB X1 X2 slack 1 slack 2 now minimum ratio now here so Cj is equal to that is equal to coefficient of ZJ. Maximum, according to the question, max Z is equal to 3x1 plus or 2x2 plus 0x1 plus 0x2. So 3x1, that means here, this is the simplex table. Simplex table. Now here, Cj, that is the cost of value. Cost of value that is equal to 3. Cost of value that is equal to 2. Cost of value that is equal to 0. Cost of value that is equal to 0. So here BVS that is the here slack variable 1 and a slack variable 2. Now CB slack variable CB cost value that is 0, then that is equal to 0. Here XB that is equal to 4 and 2. X1 that is equal to 1, 1, 1, 0, that is 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0, 1. Now this is the table. Simplex table. Here slack variable that is S1 and S2 that are first initial basic variables, that is slack variables, and CB that is equal to 0, the slack variable coefficient cost value that is 0, 0, and XB that is equal to this 4 and 2, and X1 the coefficient, here coefficient, then 1, 0, this is, and this coefficient, this coefficient, this coefficient that are here. Now here ZB is equal to CB into XB, CB into XB, that means 0 into 4 plus 0 into 2, that is equal to kitna, that is equal to 0. Now delta Z is equal to ZJ minus CJ. Delta Z means that is equal to ZJ minus CJ. So here delta 1, here delta 2, here delta 3, here delta 4. Now first of all we have to find out, ZJ minus CJ, means this into this into this minus 3, means 4 into 1, 2 into, that means ZJ. ZJ means what? ZJ means what? That is the CB into here. CB into, what is ZJ? First we have to find out what? ZJ minus CJ. ZJ means here Z1 minus C1. What is Z1? Z1 means what? CB into X1 minus C1. CB into X1 minus C1. So that's why 0 into 1, 0 into 1 minus 3, that is delta 1. So here minus 3, 0 into 1, 0 into minus, that is equal to minus 2. 0 into 1, 0, 0 into 0 plus, so এই দুটাকে এটা মাল্টিপ্লিকেশন কলা পরে এই দুটাকে আমি add করছি, so minus, that is 0, 0 into 0, that is 0, 0 into 1, that is equal to 0, that is minus 0, that is 0. Now most negative value, when outer में कहूची delta J means here delta ZJ minus CJ. ZJ means CB into XJ, CB into XJ, CB here, and XJ means X1, X2. So CB into X1, that is 0 into 1, 0 into 1, add kale 0 hela minus 3. Semti 0 into 1, 0 plus 0 into minus 1, 0 minus 2 minus. Semti ye minus 3 dela, ye minus 2 dela, ye 0 dela, ye 0 dela. Value बर्तमान हमें पाइले कौन बर्तमान next हमें लिखुचे CB into x1 minus c1, that is equal to delta 1. Simply delta 2 is equal to cb into x2 minus c2. Delta 3 is equal to cb into s1 minus c3. Delta 4 is equal to cb into s2 minus c4. These are the concepts. Now, most negative element here is the minus 3. Here, most negative element is the minus 3. So it is the entering or incoming variables or entering variables. It is entering variable or incoming vector or incoming vector. Now, this is a key column. This is also called key column. So now you have to find out the ratio. What the ratio? Now mean ratio. Mean ratio means here xb divided by x1. That means what incoming hella. 4 by 1 is equal to 4. 2 by 1 is equal to 2. Which is minimum? This is the minimum. So that's why it is outgoing vector. Outgoing vector. This is incoming vector, it is outgoing vector. Now, this position is a pivotal element or key pivotal element. This is means it is you have to make it first. This is 1, then other is 0. आमे प्रथमे को 1 तैयारी करिबा, then next को आमे 0 तैयारी करिबा. ए होची लॉजिक. तबे 1 ऑलरेडी अछि. 1 तैयारी करिया नथिले यदि 1 नथांता आमे तबे ए जगह रे आइदर डिवाइड और मल्टीप्लाई करी 1 करा. बट 0 करिवा पहले ए 1 को यूज करके कोई 0 करा जिवो. दैट्स व्हाई जेंति हमें इनवर्स मैट्रिक्स एलिमेंटरी मेथड को तैयारी करथले सेमति ए सबो हेबो. So that means inverse matrix elementary operation same as this form will come. Now, since delta 1 is the minimum of delta 1, delta 2, delta 3, delta 4. So, it is the incoming vector. Here minimum ratio is that is the outgoing or leaving variable. Now, same table will draw and continue. Now here 1 already done. That is the leaving, entering in the x1. In the place of s2, the x1 is entering, but s1 is in now is there. s2 place रे x1 पसिला, s1 ही अच्छी. Now, the coefficient of x1 is 3, you have to write, and it is 0. Now, Here already it is 1. So no need to convert 1. आवश्यकता नहीं 1 तैयारी करिवा. Next एटा को 0 बनेवा. केमते बरा एको यूज करी तन this minus this. 1 minus कली केते हला ना. 1 minus of a minus that is equal to केते हला ना 2. 1 minus 0 that is equal to केते हला ना 1. 0 minus 1 that is equal to minus 1. 4 minus 2 that is equal to 2. So that here now ZB is equal to 0 into 2 0, 3 into 2 that is equal to 6. Now delta Z is equal to this into this 0, 3 into 3 1 that is 3 minus 3 that is equal to 0. 0 into 2 0 plus 3 into minus 3 minus 3 minus 2 that is equal to minus 5. Here 0 into 1 0, 3 into 0. Here this is equal to 0 into minus 1 0, 3 into 1 that is equal to 3 minus that is 3. Now most negative or minimum of this delta Z is a minus 5. So minus 5 is incoming vector or entering variable. That is the incoming and or entering. Now find the minimum ratio. So that's a 2 by 2 that is equal to 2 and 2 by minus 1. So this is equal to 1. This is equal to minus 2. Minus 2 is not considered. Negative value or 0 value is not considered. So other value we have to consider. That means this is the minimum. This minimum means it is the outgoing vector or leaving vector. Same as now all delta J are not greater than equal to 0. So that's why this value that is 6 is not optimum value. So that's why proceed same another table. Now x2 is the incoming and s1 is the outgoing. So in the place of s1 we put that x2 that is equal to here 2 and 3. This is equal to, now this is the pivotal element to make it 1. How? This is 2 by 2 1. This is 0. This is 1. This is 1 by 2. This is minus 1 by 2. So a 2 re 2 divide kale 1. Just by 2 divide. Now here make it 0. So that ये जो value रहिला ये value सहित ये value टा add कर देबे देले 0 हो जाउछि. So that means it is 0. This is half. This is minus 1 minus half that is equal to half. Now this is equal to 2 plus 1 that is equal to 3. So it goes to ZB. देखो केमती करली एक्चुअली माने एटा 0 बनेबार थिला ताहाकु ना एकु नै एकु 1 कला परे बर्तन कोन करली ना 1 हे गला ए 1 को हमें यूज कर ये हला पाइवट एलिमेंट ए 1 को यूज करले त या से तो केते मिसिले से होची बा मिसिले सब्सट्रैक्ट करले 0 हेबो ना ए डेटा जदि हम ऐड कर देले 0 हे जो तने ए डेटा को ऐड कर देले 0 1 by 2 एदिटा आर्टिकल that is equal to minus 1 by 2 हबो एदिटा आर्टिकल त माने एटा 1 हबो एदिटा आर्टिकल that is 3 हबो त हम पाई गेले रे. Now that is 2 into 1, 2, 3 into 3, 9, that is equal to 11. So delta J is equal to, that is the, here you have to find 2 into 0, 0, 3 into 1, 3, 3 minus 3, that is equal to 0. That is the 2 into 1, the value comes which is equal to 1, 2, that is equal to 0. Now this is 2 into 1 by 2, that is 1. 2 in 1, 3 by 2, 1 plus 3 by 2. 1 plus 3 by 2 means 5 by 2. This is 5 by 2. Here minus 1, here 3 by 2. That is equal to 1 by 2. So now all values are positive. All delta Z's are positive. Here, all delta J are positive. Here, all delta J is greater than equal to 0. So, a maximum value, that is Z is equal to 11 at X is equal to 3, X1 is equal to 3 and X2 is equal to 1 and X1, X2 are 0. So ZV max Z is equal to ZV is equal to 11 at X1 is equal to, that is equal to 3, X2 is equal to, that is equal to 1 and S1 equal to 0 and S2 equal to 0. This is the result by simplex method. So simplex method is a very interesting method. You can do very well. That is, if you know elementary transformation in matrix, then we can do very easily. যদি আমি এলিমেন্টারি ট্রান্সফরমেশন মেথড জানিছা বহু ইজিলি আমি করিপারিবা তা মানে আইডেন্টিটি এটা ଥିଲା ଆମେ ଆଇଡେଣ୍ଟିଟି କଲେ ଏଇଟା ତେଣୁ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷ ଦେଖ 0 1 1 0 ଆମେ ପାଇଲେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଯେ ଆଇଡେଣ୍ଟିଟି ତିଆରି ହେଇଯାଇଥିବ ସେତେବେଳେ ମ୍ୟାକ୍ସିମମ୍ ଭ୍ୟାଲୁ ଦେଇଦେବା ଅପ୍ଟିମମ୍ ଭ୍ୟାଲୁ ଦେଇଦେବା so in next video we'll do big M method or penalty method. Thank you very much. If any doubt, you can ask in your comment box.